All right, my friends, here we go again with another episode. So we're going to be looking at the new Harpoon Gun this time. So this is a 1-round capacity, 2.25 seconds to reload, 1 shot per second, 450 damage per hit, 23.6 degree firing cone, always critical hits, must be level 25 to equip, 130 rifle skill to master, 100% chance to stun enemies for 0.5 seconds, unlimited ammo. So several things going on here. Let's talk about the effects real quick. So a unique effect, it has a crippling wound. Enemies struck by the harpoon suffer crippling wound for 5 seconds. During this time, attacks from weapons with stun effects gain 2 times base stun chance and 2 times stun duration against the afflicted target. So if you shoot something, it's going to make it so when it's getting hit by a stun, the stun is the stun has a 2 times chance of hitting, and then also it has a 2 times stun duration. So this gun would be great for multiplayer because you may be using this while others are stunning, and you're giving their guns a buff per se. Effect does not stack. So we're going to be comparing the Harpoon Gun, which you get by doing, actually it's in the vendor. And let's see here. Harpoon Gun, it costs 1,000 summer tickets. You get summer tickets by going to challenges and doing these repeatable, which means you can do them over and over and over again. You can kill regular infected, kill 100, you get 10 tickets, kill 100, you get 10 tickets. Summer loot, just looting anything, you'll get 10 tickets. And summer muscle, killing bosses, kill 1 boss, you get 1 ticket. And just doing these over and over again, you will get tickets. So we're going to test out this Harpoon Gun. We're going to test it against a impaler crossbow and a torch bolt. So a couple things here. Looking at the Harpoon Gun, one thing it does, it pulls enemies towards you, right? So that could be good or bad. We're going to find out very quickly. It is a rifle, so it does about 475 damage per hit, where if you look at the torch bolt, it does 300 damage a hit, 470 to a second, but it has 100% PvE armor penetration and 100% elemental resistance penetration, and that's the torch bolt. The impaler, it does 472 a hit as well, but it only does 70 per second. It only does 75 damage a hit, but it fires very quickly. But it has 50% PvE armor penetration. So the reason I'm looking at these two weapons are because they're very comparable with DPS, but they also have PvE armor penetration, whereas the Harpoon, let's see here, the Harpoon Gun does not have armor penetration, which that's crippling, guys. In my opinion, that's going to hurt this gun a lot. Now, again, it is a free gun. The other guns you're going to pay for. So the Harpoon Gun is just a free challenge gun that you get during an event. So we're going to see kind of where this fits in at. It does 435 damage a second, but 450 a hit. So we're going to see kind of where this fits in at. So what I'm thinking is Secronom bunker, the prison, the chem plant, any of these areas where a lot of enemies don't have armor. I think it's going to be just fine. When you get down here to the southeast zone, I think that's where it's going to struggle, because a lot of these enemies down here in the southeast zone, they have armor. So that's where the torch bolt and the impaler are probably going to come into play. So let's just check the Harpoon Gun out. Let's just go into the Secronom bunker. We'll just kill a couple things and see how this looks and feels. Told you guys we're going to have a lot of videos coming out, and we have them. This is a very big event. Alright, so this is the Harpoon Gun. I'm only running a 25% damage boost, so nothing crazy. Here's what it looks like. Pretty wicked. Here's what it sounds like. And there's the alt fire if you hit Q. I want to see something real quick. Alt ability. I was just seeing if it said alt fire, but I really don't know if that matters. We'll find out. Alright, so let's go up here and let's just hit a couple monsters. Well, I don't think we're going to be able to hit one to not kill it. It's hitting for 651. I need to go to a different zone. There's bandits here. So I seen a stun there. It didn't kill it. I need to do less damage. So, like I said, you know, it is piercing. It's going through one enemy into the next. Actually, it's going through multiple enemies, which is... maybe that's where the strength is with this. And I've seen it pull that forward. So I think the strength is with the, you know, it piercing through enemies. That's pretty wild. So that's where this gun, like I said, guys, you got to look at all these guns. You got to test them out, see what they do different. Let me see what alt fire does. I don't know if alt fire does. I need to see if I can shoot through enemies with it still on alt fire. Okay, so alt fire is going to make it so it does not pierce through enemies. And you just hit one, whereas if you pierce through them, you're going to do less damage. So it splits the damage as you pierce through enemies. Let's find 3 here. Need 3. So yeah, if you just shoot through, it's going to divide that damage by how many zombies you hit. So that's not necessarily bad, guys. I would probably leave it like that. But now if you're trying just to one shot, you know, use the alternate fire. And alt fire just does single base damage. So actually, I really like this weapon. I think the shooting through into other enemies is huge. Again, it's only 1,000 tickets. You can get it through the summer event, getting the tickets, going to the vendor and purchasing it. But yeah, very cool. And let's compare it here to the Impaler. Again, in the Secronom bunker area, all these weapons are going to be overpowered, okay? So you're not going to see, you know, any of these guns struggle here. Here's the torch bolt. And actually, heck, I like it more than the torch bolt, I can tell you that. The Impaler, you know, I think it's about even with the Impaler here. But it's going to be interesting when we get down to the southeast zone to see kind of how that really looks when something has armor. So we know it can do Secronom bunker. We know what its abilities are. We know what it looks like, all that good stuff. Actually, why am I going down? I need to go up. Let's get out the Harpoon Gun. I like it. Well, let's see if we like it enough to use it in deep death row here. So let me run down there. Let me get into a spot like normal, and we'll test it out there, guys, to see really what this thing's like. All right, we're loading into the inner city over here in the deep death row. And again, we're going to go test out the Harpoon Gun, but I want to show off this implant, guys. I put my speed boost on. I want to show you guys this, just how good this implant is. I can just push through these enemies so easy. Wild. It's insane. Remember this area, man? It used to be... oh, look, that saved me again. I was able just to go down. Before, I would have been stuck right there, guys. So again, that implant, if you guys didn't see my video on that implant, go check that out. Because it's one of those things where it is game-changing. When you read it, it doesn't look like it's such a big deal. But when you get down here and you actually get to use it, it is insane. And we'll just go over here to the... to the bunker. I figured I could at least let you guys watch me run there. Almost there. Like I said, I'm probably going to always use this implant, guys. Alright, what's our, hang on, let me kill this thing. Dang it. What's our damage boost? 38% damage boost, guys. So 38% damage boost. We'll leave it like that. Now, we're going to try the Harpoon Gun, the Impaler, and the Torch Bolt. and we're going to see how these work. So I'm thinking with armor, it may be a little difficult, but we're going to see. So we'll start out with the Harpoon Gun, and I do have alt fire on. So when I'm down here, I most likely would use alt fire because I need to do more damage to kill them in one shot. So I'm going to leave that off. And we're just going to come down here and see. And actually, let me put my beginner implants on because I don't like to use boosts. I like to give you guys actual good data. Sorry about that, my phone rang. So we're going to go to our inventory here. We're going to put on just a beginner setup here. So this is going to give us minimal boosts. It's going to take us down to a 25% damage boost, guys. So let's check this out. So again, I'm going to use alt fire. It's able to come down here in one shot. So maybe it wouldn't be that bad. I thought the armor would be an issue, but I don't think it's having any problems. I mean, this is actually very impressive. And it's free. I mean, this might be one of the better items out of this whole event. Between this and that implant. What's hitting me here? So let's look at the impaler. So the impaler does really good too. Here's the alt fire of it. It does shoot slower, but more damage. Now remember, this does have armor pin. So we'll switch back and just show you kind of... I mean, that's pretty good, guys. It is pretty good. Let's check out the torch bolt. I mean, all three of these crossbows are very similar. I'm actually very impressed. I would say out of all three, guys, I like the Harpoon Gun, and I did not think I'd be saying that. I mean, if you get a little bit more damage boost, this thing's going to be nasty. And again, I'm only using 25% damage boost, guys. You guys can eat herbs and get 35%. So, yeah. Or not herbs. I can't even think right now. But you can get consumable boost cheap, guys. And get your damage boost. So, anyway. Yeah, man, that's the Harpoon Gun. I would say this is definitely worth it, guys. Probably one of the better items that you can get. The stun is also very nice. But anyway, let me know your thoughts on this. It surprised me. I didn't expect it to do very good down here, but I was wrong. So anyway, good thing we test it. That's why we do this, guys. That's why we look at similar items, see how they feel. That's why we go to different zones. You know, it may take us 10 or 15 minutes, but at the end of it, you guys know what you're getting. You know what you're paying for. You know, and actually, speaking of that, let me die. I know, it's the fast way, but let me die real quick. Come on, kill me. Alright, there's a reason I wanted to die. I want to get back to the outpost real fast. I want to go to fast, let me get some money out. Fast travel. Where you at, where you at, where you at? Go to Secronom, I want to show you something. Torch bolt, 70 million. Impaler, 42 million. So looking at that, 70 million, 42 million, free. You know, we all just seen them in action in the deep death row with minimal damage boost. So you do the math, you think about it, you decide what's better for you, and then again go to the vendor. There's your Harpoon Gun, 1,000 summer tickets. This thing is nasty, guys. So anyways, unlimited ammo too. Let me know your thoughts on this. Let me know if you guys like these videos. Hit that like button for me. Hit that subscribe button for me. hit that thumbs up button for me. Leave me a comment in the comment section below. Join our Discord. It's 100% free. It doesn't cost a dime. We got over 400 members now. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate you guys. And until next time, you guys stay safe out there. Peace.